And now he says, to learn the deeper meanings of life and how Emraan himself had so many places said that he gathered so much from his own child, the way he was maturing, the way he was handling first the very difficult traumatic surgery, and then after that chemotherapy, sessions of chemotherapy, and how he was losing his hair. But the way he handled everything so bravely and so courageously is something that we all should take a leaf from and learn in life. In fact, the last chapter of the book is so fascinating that I've read it thrice so far, and every time I read it I feel like crying. It's about 3.5-year-old who has gone through so much in life, and still he wants to participate in a race against the wishes of his father. Emraan has been a hero. You have seen him beating up so many baddies in the movies, and you have seen him as a brave man in the movies. But even he could not face that how his young son decided to take part in the race, and he ran throughout, despite he falling at least thrice in that race. But the way this boy finished the race and then he showed a thumbs up sign to his father is something which will bring your heart to your throat. You must read this book for the reason of seeing the real life courage of a father and a son, and how we all, of course, see so much of courage in our life. But I'm saying that when we see these stories, when we see these real life stories of a father and son going through it, you will understand that yes, there are people who go through this and they still survive and turn out far braver than what they were earlier. So when I went to Emraan once about 2.5 years ago and asked me to write the book, he was very reluctant, he was not sure. So after that, when he agreed to write the book and when he discussed all those unknown facets of his life, you will find that those are very interesting, and the book is so unputdownable that 3 people who have read authors have said that wish that they were in the place of Bilal Siddiqui and they were in this place to write this book and author this book with Emraan. So I will now ask these guys to speak and tell you about their journey and what they went through and how they thought about